Now, Richie, let's start with you. Is Bon Jovi your first recording band, or are there any albums out there with your playing on them?
No, actually, I've been a session musician for a while, and I've played on, a few different records, some independent releases and stuff like that. I had my own band called Message that I couldn't believe it. Last year we did an in-store at a store in London. I forgot the name of the store, actually, but I walked in there, and the Message Records was there. I had my own independent release on my own independent label back in Jersey before Bon Jovi. Yeah. And also I was in a band called Duke Williams and the Extremes on Capra. And I was an extreme, of course. You know.
Catchy little name.
Yeah, it was on Capricorn Records, the Allman Brothers' old label, which is now defunct. But back then it was a sort of a jazz funk fusion type of band with a lot of black influence in it. So I took my musical influences to the left a bit, and I left for about a year, and I toured with them, and I made a record with them also. So.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. Now, what about you, then, David?
No, this is the first recording stuff I've done.
I must say that I think you've really blossomed of late, not only on the new Slippery When Wet album, but also in terms of the stage show.
Well, thank you. Yes, this year keyboards came up in the mix.
That's right.
Well, Richie and I just worked consciously about getting the guitar and the piano and the keyboards to happen.
Yeah.
You know, never stepping on each other and just leaving space and making it just sound good.
Yeah, it's often the case, though, with heavy rock bands that the keyboard player is either stuck away on the side of the stage or even stuck behind the amps at the back. Well, you're pretty much centre stage, aren't you?
Yeah, that's cool. My mom likes it.
Now, Richard Tico used to play with Frankie and the Knockouts, didn't you, at one point?
Yeah, I did about two and a half years with them, one album. And after the album was done, the record company, Millennium Records, decided to say, we're quitting, so what do you do with an album without a record company? So then we broke up.
And what about you, Alec? Have you played on other records?
I played on one other record with Richie, our guitar player, in a band called Message. And it was basically a record that went nowhere because it didn't have a record company behind it from the start. So it just didn't go anywhere from get-go. Right. But we traveled around with Joe Cocker for a while, and a lot of club bands. Mostly, I would say, mostly club bands. We played when we were kids together, bar bands.
Now, Alec, it has been said, but I'm not going to tell you by who, that you're the member of Bon Jovi who's most into the rock star lifestyle. Is that a fair comment, would you say?
That's what they say.
Yes, I've heard that.
I don't know if I should even say that, but...
I'll say it.
What do you think, then?
Sure,
is that true?
Absolutely.
I mean, I like it. I'm living in my dream now, you know. Now I can do it. Now I can afford to do it. Before I couldn't afford to do it.
Okay. Well, if you're going to pass comment on Alec, I think Alec should pass comment on you, because it's been said about this man here, Tico, that he's always the first person into the bar and always the last person to leave. Is that true?
That's, on occasion, that will be the truth. I know I've gone out the next day, and he's just coming in. I'm going, Tig, and he's going, yeah, see you later.
I'm very much interested in how a bar works, so I want to learn everything about it.
Purely educational.
He's going to buy a chain of bars.
I want to get into that field one day.
Go girls.